Hi, my name is Jay Grams. My family has owned the Volo Auto Museum since 1960. We have a few hundred of the most exciting collector cars, and they're all for sale in one location. I personally have handpicked them from around the country. Welcome to my sales shop. Come on, let's go for a spin. Oh, we got a firecracker. Actually, I should say we have dynamite right here. This 67 Chevelle's got a 540 big block under the hood. It was dyno tuned at 540 horsepower and 626 pounds of torque. It's got a 5-speed trans, posi rear end, body off frame restored, and it's got documentation like I've never seen before. California car. Here's a photo album of the process before, during, and after. That's just to get started. We have this big binder full of real documentation. This isn't stuffed with books and magazines. This is real documentation for the work that's been done. Another binder of documentation for the work that's been done. Another one. And another one. All of this documentation is for this car. That's the most documentation I've ever had to go through with any car I can ever remember buying. So everything's been done to the car. Go to volocars.com. That's where you can read the summary, study all the pictures. You'll find a price tag on this car and every one of our cars at volocars.com, along with a monthly finance option as well. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click on the bell icon. That way you're notified as the new ones are posted. But for right now, buckle up. Let's go for a spin. Yeah, underneath this car is really nice. I think it was clean original metal as a California car, like I said, and I just bought it out of California. The floors are painted red. You know, they removed the body and prepped it, and it's all this Viper red, a bright red. The complete chassis was taken down to nothing and completely rebuilt. So all the suspension, steering, it's all been redone. Upgraded with boxed control arms in back, front and rear sway bars. The fuel system was replaced. Upgraded the disc brakes in front. E-brake assemblies all hooked up. Great sounding dual exhaust. You'll hear it towards the end of this video. The first part of the pipes are stainless, and it has stainless mufflers. Looking up at the motor, it's still real nice and clean. The car was restored in '03, and it's been maintained since then. It's been a car guy that owned it. 2018, the motor was completely rebuilt, professionally rebuilt again. So that motor, and all the receipts are in there, was redone in 2018. The transmission. It's a Kiesler package. They sell you the whole package. The transmission, the shift knob, the linkage, the clutch, the trans mount, I mean right down to the rubber bushings and screws. They sell you the whole package. So it's upgraded to a 5-speed transmission, new drive shaft, completely rebuilt rear end. From a professional company, and all the names and more of the specs are on our website. This car comes with every spec. You want to know how much the pistons weigh, I think that's all in the specs. But in the back, it is a 12-bolt 342 posi with Eaton gears and 30 spline axles. So the underneath's all done. Now let's check out the body. So this paint job is 19 years old. It does have the SS hood on it. It all lines up square, straight. It's all nice down here. No rust, no bubbles. Gaps are real nice. No bubbles, no damage. I don't see any issues with the body. No problem areas. It's all looking really good. Again, no rust, no damage. Here's some damage from the inside out. Something inside the trunk must have dented it and cracked the paint outward a little bit. So there's a little problem area right there. No signs of rust. There's a crack in the paint right here for some reason. I'm trying to just focus on the body right now. The body is in really nice shape. Now the paint, again, Viper red, it's glossy. Anyone walks up to it is just going to be like, wow. It's your car and you're studying it. You're going to see there's some chips on the inside edge here and right there. And there's some imperfection in the paint. But it presents itself really well. This fender has little pimples. It's covered with tiny pimples. I've been around this car several times. It's the first time even noticing it because, again, when you walk up on the car as a whole, you're not going to see it. But this is tiny pimples right here up on top of the fender. The windshield was replaced. All the trim, chrome, looks like it was replaced. This looks like an original mirror. It's tarnished. It's the original bow tie mirror. The window fuzzies were replaced, door handles, trim. The rear glass looks to be good original. Taillights, bumper, moldings, all that was replaced. They blacked out the panel like an SS would have. There's a scratch right here in the paint. The rally wheels are really shiny. The trim is anyway, so that's probably new. The caps and rings, that is a 1967 center cap. Nice BF Goodrich tires. They're 15-inch. The chrome vent window frames look to be good original. The rubber's been replaced. The front tire looks a little smaller than the back tire. Up front, the bumper does have a piece of chrome right here that's flaked off right on top. The rest of the bumper looks to be real good. The grille looks to be real good. Now why don't we open it up, show you inside, and we'll get to that motor. All right, let's see what the trunk looks like. Underneath the trunk lid is painted nicely. The jamb is painted nicely. Weather strip still looks new. Now the trunk floor, completely clean, dry, nice metal with a gray spatter finish. They put this insulation pad down under the carpet. It just helps keep it dry in here. You don't get condensation like you would under a rubber mat. It does have a jack assembly, does not have a spare. This is an empty box. I assume there's a new carburetor on there, and that's probably the box that it came in. Door jambs are real nice, clean metal. Weather strips are replaced. Latches look like they were apart, cleaned. Sill plates are replaced. Door panels, armrest, window cranks were replaced. The speaker cover must have fallen off. It's laying right here. We'll put that back on. So the dash pad, the chrome dash bezels, it's all been replaced. It does have the factory in-dash gauges instead of dummy lights. And then they've added an aftermarket tachometer on the column, which is a tilt column. There's a couple more gauges down below. This is a retro stereo. All the heater controls, cables, it was all replaced. The vents, it's an AC car. All this is replaced. Oh, you don't have much of a glove box with the AC unit, but there's the owner's manual. Down on the floor, the carpets were replaced. Here's the 5-speed shifter. The seats were rebuilt, reupholstered. Back seats redone, the side panels, the armrest. Headliner is all tight. Dome light works. The mirror, the visors. Has a sport wheel. Now, when I started reading the receipts, I couldn't read every one of these, but there's so many things you don't see. Turn signal switch, ignition switch, dimmer switch, bushings on the visors, firewall pad. The list just went on and on and on like it wasn't ever ending. So there's a lot of work and money went into this car. Now, with that said, it was done in 03, and it's not a perfect car, but it's pretty hot. This is a dynamite piece here. It's ready to rock and roll. So it comes with all the engine specs. Probably not many miles on that engine. It was built in 2018. It's a 540. Roller rockers, stainless valves, scat crank. Those are GM aluminum heads that are on there and a GM aluminum intake. That is a dual feed, quick fuel carb, just like I thought. The box in the trunk goes with it. I love the finned Chevrolet valve covers, MSD ignition system. It's got a set of Hedman coated headers, upgraded air conditioning and heat system, aluminum 4-core radiator with a fan and clutch fan and a shroud, aluminum water pump, has the original style power steering with the remote reservoir, alternators, real nice looking, looks new. Obviously all the metal has been painted, has hood insulation under the hood. So again, this is a hot car. Someone built it, knew what they were doing. It has so much to offer. It's got a motor that's ready to kick some butt, a 5-speed, a posi, and it still has air conditioning. It's red, it's sharp, it's body off frame restored. But again, I'm going to tell you, it's not perfect. You will find a flaw or a nick or an imperfection here and there. I've got a black one that literally just came in today with a fresh restoration just done. Costs are much higher these days to build a car. Anyway, the black one is going to be more than double the cost of this one because it's fresh. But this is still, I'm over-apologizing. This car is amazing. Go to volocars.com, talk to the salesman with your questions. They can help get this delivered to your door. They'll help you finance it at volocars.com. If you enjoy the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click on the bell icon. That way you'll be the first to see the next exciting car that gets posted. Thanks for watching. I think the folders will go in like standing.